Hi there. Just pondering some more and just wondering if you could relate. Do you ever get times when you kind of feel stuck, kind of feel nothing's moving, things are going very slow, you kind of wish things were maybe had accelerated, or maybe you were in a more positive place in your life as such. And so I'm just reflecting on that. And sometimes there's a notion that you want something to interrupt your life in a way that changes everything in a positive light. And sometimes we're kind of waiting for a bit of a savior aspect that will ignite something that'll change the energy for the whole collective, and we'll just go along for the ride. But when you talk about these things, we have to realize that, well, the only change that really happens is the change that happens within. It's the change that happens within the way you think. The change that happens that in how you process life. It changes the things, how spirit starts to speak to your heart and drops in little nuggets of precious jewels in there that just to help you come into alignment with what's really important when it comes to spirit. These little things that we can take a look within ourselves gives us the confidence that we can be the change, instead of waiting for someone else to show up and be the change for us, to be the catalyst to help us move forward. So I just want to encourage you, take some action. What does that look like? It could be so little. As long as it's a baby step forward, you're doing yourself and your neighbors and your family and your community and the collective whole a whole lot of good. What if you just want to learn more about the chakra system? Pull up a YouTube. What if you want to learn how to meditate? Pull up a YouTube. What if you just need some peace and quiet? So instead of sitting, why don't you just go for a walk in the park? Why don't you take a stroll and look at the nature, look at the fowl, look at the beautiful gifts all around you. If you just look at how everything flows, despite of our energy and who we are and what we're doing, what we're trying to accomplish, and so on, it's quite easy to get swallowed up by the narrative. It's quite easy to get into an overwhelmed state. Maybe the house is so hustle and bustle, and the kids have so many urgent needs, and maybe the finances are tight, and maybe the job isn't going so well. Maybe all this stuff is just pressing into you. You just feel like overwhelmed. Just remind you again, don't let anything steal that light that's inside you. Don't let anything rob you of any joy that light has. Just fan the flames a little bit and ignite who you are. Remember who you are, that you were divinely made and put in a beautiful place. So focus on the beauty of the planet. Focus on the beauty of others. As you know, no matter what our circumstance, if we look just beyond our circumstance, we can see how many people, in our mind's eye, we can think, well, looks like they have more of a rough go than I do, so I should just have a heart of gratitude, a heart that is accepting of the circumstance and has faith to move forward just in the little steps. So consider yourself, what might be possible. Maybe it's a good time to pull out a pen and paper, write down a couple thoughts. Maybe you can have a list of things that are kind of overwhelming you, and you can just write it down and give it to spirit, right? Or tuck it away. Or maybe you want to express yourself in written form, just to get it out of the head and put it onto paper, and you'll be surprised how lifted your spirit will be, and some insights maybe might drop into your heart as well. So little positive, tiny shifts are all that is asked. It's like, well, if I want to go from here to over here, it seems like a big jump. But if you think in between, it's just a ladder with very narrow rungs on the ladder. All you have to do is take that one one step. It's like being in the playground when you're swinging on the monkey bars. You're doing that reach. You only have to do one at a time to get to the other side. So just encourage you, take the little step, do what feels right for you, and give yourself some credit for being brave, for having faith and having the desire. Even just the desire lifts your frequency in a way that ripples out. Just changing that energy and just doing something positive, even if it's just a smile for your neighbor, even if it's just acknowledging someone on the side of the road, wherever, for being there, just a good gesture of love, anything at all, it adds to the collective. It adds to your heart. It feeds your environment. It feeds the whole spectrum of where you live, and it grounds out truth. It grounds out light. It is beautiful. It's like a lightning rod. Each little step, just believe it to be true, and just have a heart of gratitude, and chances are you'll put a smile on your face, and that will always have something to add to the collective. You'll have always something that you can share. You'll have always something that you can do to lighten your load and to bless someone around you. All right. God bless. Bye-bye.